Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar with ImageGrafix, Integrated Project Planning and Scheduling, which is one united solution with Oracle Primavera Cloud. Before we start, we have some housekeeping rules. All the lines will be muted to reduce background noise. If you have any questions, you can use questions box or raise your hands. A link of the recorded session will be emailed to all the registrants and participation certificate will be emailed to all the participants. To start with our company profile, we are ImageGrafix Software FZ Co. We are founded in 1996. Our head office is in Dubai, UAE, and we have our group offices in Saudi as well as in India in major metro cities. And you can know more about us by visiting the website link that is given below, image-graphics.com. So to start with today's agenda, the uh, uh, we will first give a brief about image graphics and what is the expertise in project management solutions, and we will see what are the challenges in project planning and scheduling and how Oracle Primavera Cloud is addressing that and introducing to Primavera Cloud, and what are the key benefits and capabilities of that particular uh, Primavera Cloud, and how it is helpful to utilize the benefits of this unified planning and scheduling, and followed by a live demonstration, and finally we'll end with the Q&A session. So when we are talking about the capabilities of image graphics, we have the solutions that is catering from tendering to handover, starting with the tendering and bid management, capital planning and portfolio management, resource planning and resource management, and enterprise project cost controls, design and engineering, and field and construction management and handover. So to address or whatever the documents that are produced throughout this process, to manage that we have the project document and delivery management. So we have capabilities in terms of implementing, doing consultation, and also providing the solutions for any specific business challenge that your organization might have. We have the capabilities to do the same. So what is the Oracle's role in construction and engineering industry? Just to start with, we have Oracle Smart Construction Platform, where it addresses the all the processes that are relevant to construction and engineering, starting from plan, build, and operate, where it has connect, empower, and synchronizing all the data that we have, and it addresses in terms of project portfolio planning, pre-construction and design coordination, and we have the schedule and resource and risk management, collaboration and field, cost changes and payments, and the handover and operations. Oracle has the solutions and to address all the different aspects of any construction or engineering projects that starts with plan, build, and then finally operate, right? So today we are going to mainly see what are the unique capabilities of Oracle Primavera Cloud. Okay, so start with, we have the capital planning, then the CPM schedule. CPM is critical path method that we have been using for long, either in Primavera P6 or those, the same the CPM scheduling, then the resource management and program management, which is something new that we have. So where we have this particular the the resource management with S curves and resource analysis and resource capability, then the program management, where you can, if you are doing multiple projects for a single program, and that program is linked to all these projects, and you can do the project planning at program level. Then comes the risk management. We'll see more about that in our presentation today, and the task management as well, and what are the intelligent reporting capabilities that it has in terms of reporting and dashboards as well, and also the dashboards and mobile option as well. So it also has a mobile app that is available for us, so that we can utilize the mobile offering to be given to the site users, where they can update the schedules and other details directly from the site using the mobile. So when we start with first, with the first objective of the any project management is to have the project planning, scheduling, and resource management, right? What are the unique capabilities apart from the normal functionalities that we are used to of creating projects, creating the WBS, creating the schedule, linking these activities, as well as the assigning resources, doing the planning. The Apart from these are already there. These are the normal functionalities that we utilize. What are the additional functionalities that Oracle Primavera Cloud offers as an integrated planning and solution software? So to start with, so it has the import functionality of either it is coming from Primavera P6, either XML or XCR, import export in the same format, and it can import export into Microsoft Project, and it also has capability to import from Excel templates as well, so that it becomes easier to create the projects either from scratch or either from importing from an existing projects or from project templates also, right? And the next key thing is the schedule management feature that we have here. So it has the flexibility to address the update the schedule formatting. So each customer or a client needs a specific format to be followed, and this will be defined at the starting of the project, and based on that you can update this simple schedule management, right? And that will also impact some features like filling down, copy paste, undo option, right click for activity details, right? So these are some of the capabilities that Oracle Primavera has, that is, that helps the planners and schedulers to make their lives easy in terms of doing the schedule management. Okay, so another one is we have the up level scheduling, like interdependence, inter project dependencies. So you can create inter project dependencies where if there are multiple separate projects in a program, if there is a dependency from one project to another in terms of resource utilization or activities, right? So based on the dependent project, the schedule will be updated here. So you also have enterprise scheduling, multiple enterprise scheduling options. You can customize the Gantt chart layouts, resource loading, cost loading, and you also has an option here in Oracle Primavera Cloud to create unlimited number of baselines and schedule scenarios. So whenever we are having baselines, so we all understand what are the baselines, and you can have unlimited number. When we talk about scenarios is like a what if scenarios that you can create within the same project itself. You don't need to go to another project. Within the same project you can create what if scenarios and do the changes in the schedule based on any of your unforeseen changes in the scope or anything. And if those changes are affected or approved by the client, then you can merge that to the current schedule. So that is one very key feature that helps us to have the all the project baselines and scenarios in a single place, and you can view them whenever the user wants, right? So the next is the schedule health check. So whenever we are building a new schedule, right? So we need to understand how my schedule is built, whether it is followed all the schedule creation standards in terms of how much of open-ended activities are there, how much of dangling start, dangling finish are there, right? So there are around 19 specific metrics are there. By default we have the default values. Apart from that, if your organization has specific standards in terms of measuring these particular schedules, then you can update these values and measure your schedule, how your schedule's health is when they are created, so that you can take the appropriate corrective actions to identify and fix the issues that is already popped up within the schedule. So the next is the project historical records, right? So like I said, we have the unlimited number of baselines and scenarios. Like I said, when you click on the schedule, click on current schedule, you can see the all the baselines and scenarios that are available for you, and you can click on any one of the baselines and view that baseline uh, immediately, so that you don't have to, in normal practice we have an uh, the habit of creating multiple projects whenever there is a new baseline. So instead of that, we can create in the same project all the baseline, and if you want to export the baseline, this is the baseline area, you can export this baseline into p6 file anytime you want. Okay, so that will help us to reduce our projects number of projects that are created, and you can store all the baselines and scenarios in a single place where we can use it to do the schedule comparison that we will see in the next slide, so how that will help us as well. So the next key feature that we have in Oracle Primavera Cloud is schedule comparison. Basically, the schedule comparison is where you want to measure the what is the changes that happen between different schedules. Either it is a baseline or it is a scenario. Okay, so you can select the when where you we have a schedule comparison screen where we can go and see what is the baseline that I want to compare my current schedule with, and I can select that. That is one option. The second option is if you want to see what is the changes made in last 2 weeks, right? You can also select the past date and time, right? So that you can compare my current schedule with the previous 1 week back schedule. So that system will automatically tell you with different metrics, right, in terms of what are the new activities that are added, what are the new relationships that are added, right? If there are any activities that is deleted, what are the relationships that it is deleted, and also the resource assignments which are deleted. You can run a detailed schedule comparison report between multiple versions or between schedule baselines and current schedules, and you can extract this schedule report in an Excel as well if you want to share it to any specific stakeholders within the project as well. This is very good feature when you are getting schedule from a different vendor, or you are updating, your team is updating, and you want to understand what are the changes that happened on the schedule on any given point of time, right? So moving to the next one, which is managing resources across, right? So we have the resource capacity and demand planning that is available. Okay, so you can formulate the S curves that we have. Apart from that, we also have the within the project or across the projects also we can see, so that we can understand the usage, what is the baseline, what is the usage, how much of the resource is overloaded, how we can reduce that overloading. All these features can be identified or utilized within the application or in Oracle Primavera Cloud itself. So next, uh, till now we talked about the scheduling and planning and resource management point of the Primavera Cloud. Whereas we also have in Primavera Cloud something called task management, right? So task management is basically the lean construction. So whenever any company wants to utilize any lean construction methodology, there is no tool as such till now. In Primavera Cloud, we have that lean construction or task management methodology where you can divide your activities into smaller tasks and assign that to a specific stakeholder within the project. And once that project is assigned, uh, then you can get the commitment from them and do the lean construction. So either we call it as a lean construction methodology, or lean construction planning, or last planner. So the currently many of the companies are doing this. They are doing it using the sticky notes or dashboards, right? So now they can automate this using Oracle Primavera Cloud. Okay, so before going to that lean task management, I have a quick poll that I want to I want the team I want the participants to follow. So let me launch that. So the question here is, what planning solution is are you currently using in your organization? Primavera P6, Oracle Primavera Cloud, MS Project, Asta Power Project. Okay, so we are going to keep this particular poll live for next 30 seconds. Please cast your option, select your option, right? We are going to keep that poll live for another 20 seconds. Okay, so we are going to close the poll in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we are going to end the poll and share the results with you. Okay, fine. So you can see that around 65% of the people are using Primavera P6, and only 6% of people are using Oracle Primavera Cloud, and there are 29% of the people who are using MS Project. Okay, thank you for your participation. Now let's get back to the particular application. Okay, so now coming back to the task management. Like I said, we have the solution where we have the integrated solution available with us, where we can see the we can connect the CPM contract, which is critical path method contract, and task management solutions into a single united project plan. Okay, so what does the CPM plan? So CPM plan is a normal schedule that we build for the based on the contractual tasks that we need to present it to our client. But when we are actually doing the work, for example, our concreting, slab concreting, if I take an example of slab concreting as an activity, and that particular activity has a duration of 7 days. Okay, so slab concreting can be one particular activity within the normal activity within the schedule. And then when we actually at site, we have multiple things, right? So we have outer shuttering, exterior shuttering to be done. Then we need to the steel people has to do the bar bending work for the. Then after that, there should be the MEP team will do the electrical conduiting and other works related to the electrical part. After that, we will be having the external shuttering that needs to be taken particular care. And also there is a health and safety checks that needs to be done by QHSE team in terms of how the scaffolding is applied on for that particular slab. After the QHSE check is completed, then comes the concreting part. Once the concreting is completed, there is a curing period, then there is de-shuttering as well, right? So but these are all the different small tasks that is divided within these 7 days. So these tasks can be assigned or created. These tasks can be created, and these tasks can be linked to your schedule, so you can manage your task. And because the reason is, the bar bending can be done by a different team, the electrical MEP will can be done by a different team or a different company altogether, and QHSE can be done, the internal check can be done internally or from the client, and concreting will be done by a different team. Okay, so uh, to get the commitment of these particular individuals or stakeholders within that particular project for a single activity with a different task, we can use this task management in place, right? So now when we are talking about lean planning process, what does that planning have? So this is the normal process that we have. One is pull planning, where first we identify what are the milestones, what are the tasks. So milestone is my if I take the earlier example, milestone is my example of completing my slab concreting. That is my milestone. For that, we will identify what are the different tasks that are associated and what are the handoffs. Handoffs is basically once my bar bending is completed, then I will hand over to MEP. Okay, and similarly, I will create the handoffs for each and every task, and we will create a look ahead plan based on that, as well as we will do a weekly planning. Planning will be done on weekly basis, and daily planning is basically to update the completed task as well as get the commitments. If that particular commitment is missed, how what are the reasons for missing the commitment, and planned percent complete also we can see here, right? So this is the pull planning where you can see different tasks. So concrete forms, embedded contours, column rebar, and placing the columns, inspections, right? And placing the walls and lead fall bumps. So here you can see different color codings. So basically these are like a sticky notes where each color coding can indicate the work done by a different organization within the project. Okay, and also it will create a detailed handoffs for that particular week. So this is the 2 week look ahead plan, so that these 2 weeks what are the activities or the tasks that we are going to do for this particular particular project can be visualized in a single place, right? So this will help us to identify and understand what is the work that needs to get done this week and next week. Okay, where our project plans are built, if our contractual plans are built to give the overall picture. So based this will give the capability for the project managers to identify and get commitments and complete the actual tasks that are part of the project. Okay, so now when we are talking about look ahead planning, so we have the look ahead planning on daily basis. So we can see this is the activity. So this C1401 is the activity. Under that, these are all the tasks that needs to be completed, that for that activity to be completed. So this today, this week we are going to do this, and these are all the different tasks that are there. So we can have that look ahead planning. What can we get done within this 2 weeks period, right? So you can have multi-week look ahead, and you can also include CPM activities, and you can do the color coding. You have an option to drag and drop and extend for certain tasks and other things. Okay, so now for identifying the constraints. So for example, for any specific reason, right? So that specific reason, that particular task that was planned on that day. So the purpose of doing the planning at on daily basis for the tasks is to get the activity committed by that specific contractor, that this will be completed. But if this is not completed, then what is the specific reason that this particular activity is not completed? So we can record the constraints and also get the new commitment for that revised or promised date, a new promised date for that particular activity and task, so that we can everyone understands why it is particularly delayed. Okay, so that you can add nodes, you can add files, you can also add the associated impacted data. So this will identify, manage untimely removal of constraints, and this will help you to you can also integrate this with if we have Econix, it can be integrated with your work packages, so that the details will go there. So the next one is importantly in daily huddles or in daily when we are having a team meeting. So the project manager will open this particular dashboard every day when the site starts, and you can see what is the thing that we are going to complete today, right? So that can be marked, and every day what are the things that was completed a day before, so that the team has the clear understanding of what is the thing, right, that is committed, what is the completed, right, and what are the commitments, and what is the reason for missing completed. So you can easily update the field production on the schedule, where the workers are actually on the field and what are the activities that they are actually doing within the project. So this is the task management that we have. that syncs are linked to the CPM, traditional CPM scheduling that we do, right? So whenever, if any companies are already doing it either using Excel or or sticky notes, so they can do that using Oracle Primavera Cloud, since it is a one integrated platform where this task management is already linked to that CPM methodology. Okay, so these are the some of the reports or dashboards that we have, where how what are the different different departments or different stakeholders, how they are doing their planned percentages, what are the reasons for missed commitments. So let's say that our main reason for missing the commitment is material is not available, late input, so we can address this and reduce these reasons so that our project can be on track on time, right? So now let's move to the risk management. Previously, now we have risk management, but that risk management is not connected, or it is a separate application from your planning application. So for example, if we have Primavera P6, then our risk management can be done in PRA, which is the Primavera Risk Analysis software. Whereas when we have the Oracle Primavera Cloud, we have the entire risk management of the particular project can be done within a single application, where it supports all 6 steps of PMI's risk management framework. Okay, just before getting to the features, now let's see what are the standard for risk management for from the PMI, Project Management Institute, right? So these are the 6 steps that are part of the risk management life cycle. One is plan risk management, identify the risk, perform qualitative risk analysis, and perform quantitative risk analysis, plan risk response, and monitor and control. Okay, so these are the different particular steps that are involved in your successful risk management life cycle. And we can have a positive risk impact or a negative risk impact. So positive is basically an opportunity, and negative is obviously the threats, and what how we are going, we can escalate them or avoid them or transfer them. We can say take the response action for that particular risk. So now in Oracle Primavera Cloud, we have the risk management platform where you can create your own risk management risk matrix templates, right? We call it as P&I diagram, probability and impact diagrams. So you can create what is the probability of that particular risks occurring, what is the severity. Based on that, you can define the score, and you can also create your own risk thresholds for that particular projects. And the based on the organization risk factors, you can categorize them, enable the standard risk scoring across your organization, so that, and if there is any specific change for any specific project, you can update that particular risk scoring matrix as well, so that you can have you can define the risk breakdown structure. Basically, you identify all the risks, define different codes for the risk, and you create the risk breakdown structure, so that all your projects follow a specified or defined risk management plan and risk scoring matrix within the organization, right? So that's how we can start, which is the planning risk management. That is the first step of the risk management life cycle, and the application supports that. So next step is identifying the risks. So whenever we have the risk, we can identify the risk and record that risk in the risk template. So in the risk template or risk registry, we call it, so we can input what are the different risks that we have, what is the cause, what is the description, what is the effect, and what is the probability of that risk occurring, what is the uh, pre-response and post-response probability and impact. On top of it, we also have risk uncertainty. Also, we can also apply some risk uncertainty, activity uncertainty also, using 2 point method or 3 point method within the within the Oracle Primavera Cloud. Right, this is a second step, which is identifying and managing the risk in a centralized risk registry. And the third step is qualitative risk analysis. So qualitative risk analysis, based on the probability, and based on the impact that it is going to have, both schedule impact and cost impact it is going to have on your project, you are going to get a response score. So identify that what is the highest response score, so you can perform the qualitative risk analysis here, so that you can identify what are the key risks that you need to focus on, in terms of how what are the key risks that needs to be addressed to minimize the total risk score for the project. And these risks are linked to the activities, so that from there you can get the details. And the quantitative risk analysis, now we have completed the third step, which is qualitative. Next step, fourth step, is quantitative risk analysis, where you have the we have the risk. We can run the risk analysis using Monte Carlo simulation. It will identify, first is the distribution charts, where you can get the P50, P90 or P20, a pessimistic finish, optimistic finish, and what is the minimum dates and other things. Using the distribution charts we will get. And also we'll also get the mean impact charts. We call it as a Toronto charts in the in the application, right? So by linking this risk to the activities, schedule activities, we'll run this, and the system can provide us these reports to understand how this risk is impacting your project, so that you can take care of what are the specific risks that is impacting most on your schedule. And we can also have we can also have the schedule and cost overcome simulation, like based on the number of iterations that run, right? How much of the time your project is going to come in late and over budget, or on time and under budget, and late and under budget. Different simulations we can run on top of, based on the risks and uncertainty that you have assigned and linked to your schedule, right? So this will help you to identify whether you are going to be on time or within the budget, or you are going to miss the budget, and you are going to have that. You can also set up multiple parameters. What is the confidence level, what is the this thing, and also what is the target and other things as well. Okay, so now the finally the when we are doing the risk analysis, we need to do the risk monitoring and control across uh, throughout the project. So using the risk registry, based on the type of risk, what is the response that it has, what is the schedule impact, cost impact, and also what is the response procedure, that we are going to do the entire risk for everywhere. Okay, so this will end our risk monitoring and control activity within the Oracle Primavera Cloud risk management life cycle. Okay, now finally when we come to the reporting and dashboards of the particular uh, Oracle Primavera Cloud, now let's see what are the different functionalities that we have in terms of reporting, in terms of download link, right? So in almost all the screens that we have, this is the schedule activity screen. We have this download option available, where you can download whatever we are seeing on the screen into an Excel, either in the activities page, WBS, in the resource assignments, or resource list, or any place. Most of the places we have this download option available, and that we can use that to download that this particular data into Excel format, right? And we can also define our print, so professional print, quality printing. So you can define what are the templates that you want to utilize for printing your application. Okay, and that particular can be fixed. These templates, printing templates, can be fixed, so that whenever you print, you are printing in a specific template that is approved by the client or any stakeholder that is receiving these documents from Oracle Primavera Cloud. Okay. The next, the dashboarding and reporting capabilities, we can build our own custom dashboards and reports in terms of schedules, in terms of reports, in terms of cost, how the project is performing, how the overall unit percentage, what is the September, and also what is the activities that are pending, what are the different cost spent and work done details as well. right? And on top of it, this is some additional dashboards that we can see in terms of portfolio costing. So if we are doing any portfolio management within the company, then we can also build some dashboards and reports for your portfolio management within your organization. So to see the uh, overall picture of how my projects are doing, if you compare each different projects to each other, how each project is doing, what is the approved budget, what is the actuals, what is the forecast, so that you can get overall the reports at portfolio level as well. Then if there is any specific requirements that are needed to build some custom reports, we have the BI publisher in place, where we can build our own custom reports and dashboards that are needed for a specific requirement within the organization, right? So now let me just take one more poll very quickly before we move on to the application, right? So just let me launch the poll. And poll is like, is your organization looking for any centralized planning solution? If your organization might not have a centralized planning location, so if you can please update the screen. We are going to allow the option selection for another 30 seconds. Okay, we are going to close the poll in another 10 seconds. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let me share the results. uh, I think there are around 25% of the people wants to have look, they are looking for a centralized planning solution, and 56 maybe. So I understand nowadays mostly the planning is done in siloed manner, in separate individual systems, and it is always better to have a centralized planning solution, so that you can multiple people can work on the same plan, and you can utilize the plans to create new templates as well, right? Thank you for participating. Now let me get back to the application. So going back to the application, so this is Oracle Primavera Cloud solution that we have discussed till now. This is a cloud-based application. So the solution is completely on cloud, and always you are always on the current version. So there is no version upgrades or anything needed for this. And now let me select a specific project and showcase some of the features that we have discussed till now in the application. Okay, so for example, now let's start with the activities schedule. So you can see there are different modules available. So one is the schedule has the activities, WBS, assignment list, comparison and baseline. And we also have the task management that we have discussed, like work plan, handoffs, constraints, and other things. And we have the risk management, risk registry, response actions, risk analysis, risk iteration analysis, etc. And for the resource management, as well as for the reports, what are the different reports that are available, and finally the dashboards, and also the file management that is available. So we also have file management available, so you can upload the files into and link it to the activities as well. So now going to the activities page, so uh, that we have. Okay, so this is one of the activities page that we have. Right now, let me just quickly reduce the size. Okay, so I have the WBS and these things. So right, that we have for this project. So now let me just showcase couple of features that we have discussed. One is the resource and task assignment, so that is available here, and the file management, whatever the files that you want to link to your specific specific tasks, you can link it. And also, like I said, you can divide your activities into smaller portions also, and assign them as well. And the next point is regarding the schedules, the baselines and the scenarios. So we have multiple baselines available. So I can click on that particular baseline and view the baseline directly from here. I don't need to create or open a new project. So and it will clearly indicate that you are working on a baseline as well. Okay. And now if I want to create any additional scenario, I can create the delivery delay scenario. If I want to create a what if scenario, I can create that there is a delay in the delivery, that's why I'm creating this particular schedule. What are the updates that I want to do, I can do adding new reports or anything like that. And once I'm happy, I can set this particular scenario as my current schedule as well. Okay. And when we go to my current schedule, so when I go back to my current schedule, okay, so if I want to export any baseline, uh, right, into P6, so I can go to manage baselines and click on a specific this one and export to P6. So it will export either XML or XCR format, so that I can share this baseline with any of my stakeholders within the project. And the schedule health check that we were discussing, so this is the schedule health check. So this has the details of what is the open ending activities, what is the dangling finish. Not only shows the percentage, if you click on any specific thing, it will show what are the activities that it is having this identified that issue. And if you click on it, and it will take you to that specific activity as well, so that you can do any changes in the schedule to make it the health score like 85% or 90% of that particular thing, right? And next thing that we have discussed was the schedule comparison that we have. So the schedule comparison, like explained, so we can do the schedule comparison with our baselines and current schedule, as well as any updates that we have done within the past. So I can select the baselines or scenarios. For example, if I'm selecting a specific baseline, management sign of baseline and my current schedule, and if I click compare, it will do the comparison as well. And once I have that, I can see my schedule comparison details, like what are the new activities added here, what these are the new activities added, new resource assignments that has done, and what are the activities that are deleted. And also if I want I can also get that particular report as well, so in the Excel, so that I can easily submit that if I want to submit it for someone, I can do that as well. Okay, so if I can end the download feature that I was discussing, right? So I can create the schedule comparison as well. Okay, so that is one. Here in the action, you have the export option available, and you can create the schedule comparison export as well. Okay, so that was another feature that we have discussed. And regarding the task management, so we have the complete task management available in terms of how we can define the tasks, create a planning dashboard, as well as we can drag and drop. This is the task uh, view, and I can create the tasks under specific activities. These are the activities that we have. Under that, I can create these tasks, right, multiple tasks, and I can assign it to different companies or different groups within the company, or departments within the company, and get commitments for this particular task that we have assigned. And then we can create some handoffs, or which are the activities that are there, and we can also record any discussions, as well as if the commitment is missing, what is the reason for missing commitments. And we can also get some reports out of this in the analysis page as well within the application, right? So different how each of the different contractors or companies are doing within the organization, we can get the reports from that as well, right? So the final thing that we have seen is the risk management feature. So in the risk registry, we have the the risk management feature that we have. So we can record the all the risk, different types of risks. We have the pre-response, post-response. Based on that, what is my risk score, which is the qualitative risk analysis that we want to do. And we also have, if I select any specific risk, we have the details, right? And also we can get the graphic in terms of what is the total number of risk, what is my risk score. And also if I want to run any risk analysis, I can run this. Will run based on the Monte Carlo simulation, and you can select different thresholds with how this risk should run. And based on that, when I go to my risk analysis uh, page, there I have the option to visualize my distribution charts. So my distribution charts in terms of uh, you know uh, remaining cost, my distribution charts in terms of cost at completion, my finish dates, and also my schedule and cost scatter diagram as well. So my project 100% of the time it is going to be late and over budget, and this is the dates that we have, right? And similarly, we also have the main impact diagrams for this particular resource delays, pre-response diagrams that we have, right? So these are the some of the tornado charts that we have seen. And finally, we have the some of the risk removal impact as well available within the uh, uh, Primavera Cloud itself. So here, if you see all these risks, whatever the risk that we have created, these risks are created, and these are assigned to specific activities. So what are all the impacted activities? So you can assign that from your schedule. You can, it is very easy to assign this activity. So you have a single platform where you can do your scheduling, resource management, risk management, and also the lean task management, as well as your file management. Also you can also assign files to either your risks or your activities. uh, so all the places we can assign the risks, right? So you can create folder structure and add the documents or files to this. And finally, when we are talking about the dashboards, so we can create we can create multiple dashboards within the organization to identify how this particular project is going on, how the project overview is happening, right? The how the cost analysis, plan versus actual, is happening, and other details happening here in the either in the dashboards, or we can have some reports also developed, and that can be scheduled to be sent to specific people within the organization, right? So that's overall presentation that we want to present today. And uh, this is how Primavera Cloud is an integrated project planning and scheduling solution. It is not only doing project scheduling, it also has, like I explained, multiple capabilities in terms of resource management, lean task management, file management, and mobile app as well, so that you can give the access to your mobile site team to update the percentage complete and other things directly from mobile also. Thank you everyone for participating in our session today. And if you have any questions, we have in the chat, we have given the details, and you can also reach out to us on your on our you know on our telephone, on our email, right? So thank you everyone for participating.